Very good evening, students. So myself, Sambashiva Mulka, Chartered Accountant, Faculty for Taxation and Financial Management in Stressed of our CA and CMA institution. So this session is all about for the day before exam revision plan taxation. We all know that CA inter examinations are going to commence from May 15th onwards. Yes or no, sir? Right, sir. And our paper is paper number 4, taxation, which is for 100 marks. So exams are commencing from May 15th onwards. And when is our tax exam, sir? Our tax exam is on 22nd May 2022. 22nd May 2022. Yes, sir. Now you can see here. Sir, on 20th May 2022, you have paper 3 exam, that is cost accounting. And what is the timing, sir? 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Right, sir. Now, on 20th May 2022, you will complete your cost accounting paper at 5 o'clock in the evening. Now, by the time you reach your home and fresh up, have snacks, tea, everything, by the time you start your preparation for the next exam, that is taxation paper, it will be around 7 p.m. in the night. So that means on 20th May 2022, you are going to spend a max of 4 hours for taxation preparation. Right. Then on 21st May 2022, that is on the next day, 21st May 2022, a full day is available for the preparation, 24 hours. But I'm going to take only the effective hours. You may sit for 12 hours, you may sit for 14 hours, or you may even sit for 16 hours for the preparation. But I'm taking only the 12 hours for taxation preparation, only half of the day. Effective preparation. See, some students will sit for 16 hours in a day for the preparation, but out of 16 hours, how many hours they prepared effectively? It is hardly some 10 to 12 hours. So that's why I'm taking only 12 hours. Okay, now on 22nd day, that is judgment day or exam day. So at 12 o'clock in the, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you will be having your exam at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on 22nd. So that means from 12 o'clock onwards, right? You start ready for the examinations, and you just fresh up, had the lunch, will have the lunch and everything, and there is a transportation time from your home to examination center. So 12 to 2, all this stuff will be taken care, sir. So on judgment day, that is on the exam day, I'm going to take only 6 hours effectively for the preparation. So that means you are going to have an effective time of preparation 22 hours, right, sir? From the ending of the cost accounting exam till the beginning of the taxation exam. Till the beginning of the taxation exam, you may have some 45 hours time, sir. See, at 5 o'clock on 20th, you will complete your exam. So on 20th May, you have a time of 7 hours. On 21st May, you have full day, 24 hours. On 22nd May, 2 o'clock, you have exam now, 14 hours time you have. So in totally, it is getting some 45 hours a month. From the ending of the costing exam till the beginning of taxation exam, you have 45 hours time totally. But out of the 45 hours, I am taking only half of the hours. Only 22, not even half, 22 hours. for the preparation of taxation paper. Now, this session aims for what are we going to do in this 22 hours? What we have to do in this 22 hours. So that's my session aim for. So hope you know understood what all this about, what all this session is about. Okay, ma. Right now, first let us look at about on 20th of May. 20th May 2022. We have effective hours for preparation, amma. 4 hours effective for preparation on 20th May. Now, in these 4 hours, what you have to do? What you have to do? So, first of all, before going to this explanation, first, let me give you the list of important chapters from both income tax and GST. List of important chapters from both income tax and GST. Sir, if you are my regular batch student or even if you are my marathon batch student, so you might have already know what are the list of important chapters from income tax and GST. Because my regular classes or even my marathon classes started with this particular topic only. Before I'm going to start the subject, first I will introduce the subject to the students. Right, sir? So let's have a look. So list of important chapters. First, let us take from income tax paper, sir. From income tax, which is for 60 marks. So obviously, first everyone knows problems on total income, or you can call it as total income problems, which is a compulsory question. Immediately after you opening your taxation paper. For example purposes, I've taken here December attempt paper, sir. This is your December attempt paper, December 2021. You can check it out. So this is a new syllabus question paper, December 2021. Immediately after you open your question paper now, the very first question you will find problems on total income. Problems on total income. So which is given for 14 marks. So generally it ranges from 12 to 14 marks in every examination attempt. You'll definitely get a question from problems on total income, and the marks will be allotted in between 12 to 14 marks. At the last time in the December 2021 attempt, the marks is given 14 marks 14 marks. Okay, now every one of you. Next, the second important chapter, I can say PGBP, profits or gains from business or profession. Third important chapter, I can say capital gains. Fourth important chapter, I can say chapter 6A deductions. Or the other name you can also call it as deductions from gross total income. Every one of you, right? Sir, from chapter 6A reductions, you may not get a separate question, sir. You may not get an exclusive question from this chapter, but in all the problems which are given in the main exam, like problems on total income or a PGBP problem or a capital gains problem, definitely you will have the adjustments from the chapter 6A reductions. Just like I'll show you an example. This is a problems on total income problem which was given in the December attempt, and here you can see chapter 6A adjustments. I will show you. So here section ADCCD, you can observe here, and then just a second, sir. Right. So in the very first adjustment, you have the chapter 6A reduction regarding section ADCCD, in which you are going to have the ADCCD 1, ADCCD 1B, ADCCD 2. 1 and 1B deals with the employee's contribution, and ADCCD 2 deals with the employer's contribution. Yes sir, no sir. And after that, you have seen one more adjustment, the interest on loan paid for the purchase of the new electric car. We have chapter 6 reductions, ma, right? So regarding whenever you have taken a loan with respect to the purchase of the electric vehicles, whatever the interest you paid on it, that interest amount you can claim it as deduction. Chapter 6 reductions. Like this in every problem, sir, wherever there is a question like finding out of the total income, you can see compute the total income of Miss Mishiga. In this particular problem also, you will have chapter 6 adjustments. Chapter 6 deductions adjustment. This problem is actually regarding Chaplin's problems here. Yeah, so in which we have chapter 6 adjustments, and then wherever you have a question like finding out of the total income, definitely one or two adjustments should be there in relation to the chapter 6 reductions. Are you following, sir? Every one of you, right? So next, and then next important chapter I can say problems on total income, PGBP, capital gains, chapter 6 reductions, and then you can take TDS and TCS. In the recent times, since last 3-4 attempts, the more focus is on this chapter TDS and TCS. ICI is concentrating more on this chapter. In every exam attempt, at least 7 to 10 marks are coming from this chapter TDS and TCS. Now it becomes one of the most important chapters of income tax because of the latest amendments. From the chapter TDS and TCS, every attempt there are numerous amendments coming into the place. And are you following now? Every one of you, right? So these 5 chapters are the most important chapter, the most important chapters I can say. Apart from that, you need to cover all the amendments applicable for May 2022 exams. For amendments, I've already made a separate session, not exclusive amendment session, but marathon, right? Taxation marathon and FM marathon also I've done. If you watch my taxation marathon classes, in that marathon classes itself, all the amendments from income tax and GST have been covered. And then you have to do at least 2 attempts RTPs, at least 2 attempt RTPs practice, right? At least latest 2 attempts RTPs. And then you have to do MCQs practice. But MCQs, I am here referring to only ICAI. Only ICAI MCQs and ICAI case scenarios. Are you following, sir? Every one of you, right? If you've prepared this, right, sir, out of the 60 marks, I can guarantee you around 35 to 40 marks. 35 to 40 marks. See here, you can observe that I have taken only 2 heads of income, PGBP and capital gains. See, I can also add here income from salaries and income from house property also. But this session is mainly focusing on day before exam revision, not a 2 months revision plan, not a 3 months revision plan. See, if this session is for 2 months revision plan or 3 months revision plan, I would have add income from salaries, income from house property as well. I would have add setup and carry forward of losses chapter as well. Are you following now? This is only a revision plan for 22 hours. A revision plan for 22 hours, not for 60 days, not for 90 days. Keep that point in your mind. Okay, now next. Now from GST, I can give you from GST the list of important chapters. From GST, which is for 40 marks. Goods and services tax. First, you should prepare the time and value of supply chapter. Time and value of supply. This chapter contains 2 parts, ma'am. Time of supply and value of supply. This chapter contains two parts, time of supply and value of supply. So from time of supply, we can expect one question, value of supply, we can expect one question. So most important chapter. Okay, now, every one of you. Next. Next chapter you can focus is input tax credit. Next chapter you can focus is levy and collection of GST. And next you can focus on supply under GST. Okay, sir. These four chapters are the most important chapters. These four chapters are the most important chapters from GST. Right, sir. And next, as usual, then you have to prepare all the latest amendments from GST. For all the latest amendments, you can watch my marathon videos. Right. I will also provide you the link below this particular video description. Right, in the description of this particular video, I'll provide you the links for marathon classes, and I'll provide you the links for the MCQ classes and as well as case scenario classes. Okay, now, and then you have to prepare all the MCQs and case scenarios given by the ICAI. MCQs practice. Right, sure. So if you do it all this, then out of 40 marks, I can give you a guarantee of 20 to 25 marks. I'll give you a guarantee for 20 to 25 marks. Right, sure. So within 22 hours, what I have to do. So now let's see the planning. So come to the 20th May 2022, where we have effective time for the preparation 4 hours. Now within this 4 hours, first what I have to do. Sir, you have to complete first and foremost all the latest amendments preparation. So prepare all the latest amendments. Prepare the amendments applicable. Prepare all the amendments from income tax and GST. Right, sir. So first and foremost cover all the latest amendments from income tax and GST, and then go for the I've already told you that at least you have to prepare the latest 2 attempts RTPs. Right, sir. So then prepare practice at least latest 2 attempts RTPs. At least latest 2 attempts RTPs. And then you have to prepare practice MCQs and case scenarios. Now from MCQs and case scenarios also, you can you can become strong in the provisions, very small provisions where we are having a confusion, where we are having lack of clarity. By doing this MCQs, by doing this case scenarios, you will get more and more clarity. Your fundamentals will become very strong. So that's why don't ignore MCQs and case scenarios which are issued by the ICAI. Are you following, sir? See, you may not get the same question in your main exam, but at least you will get the similar type of question, similar type of MCQs in the main exam. Are you following or not, every one of you? So on 20th May, the whatever the 4 hours time you have, effectively in that 4 hours, do all these things. Prepare all the latest amendments from income tax and GST, and practice at least latest 2 attempts RTPs. That is the RTP of May 2022 and RTP of December 2021. Okay, now, and then practice all the MCQs and case scenarios. Now coming to the next day, 21st May 2022. 21st May 2022. So we have an effective hours of 12 hours. effective hours of 12 hours. Now in this 12 hours, what we are going to do? So uh, from income tax, you have to complete PGBP, you have to complete capital gains, you have to complete chapter 60 reductions, right, sir? Now from GST, you have to complete time and value of supply. Then you have to complete input tax credit. And then you have to complete levy and collection of GST. See, why I am specifying the chapter levy and collection of GST. Sir, under levy and collection of GST, now you have three very important topics: reverse charge mechanism, composition scheme for small scale dealers, optional rate scheme for the suppliers of services. These three are very, very important chapters, very important topics, right, sir? So, and all these three topics are covered in chapter number 3. And then you have to cover supply under GST. Supply under GST. Supply under GST covers the topics like, uh, you know, the definition of the supply, definition of the goods, definition of services, what are the parameters of the supply. 5 parameters we have studied. Do you remember? Right, sir? And then after that, we have seen schedule 1, 2, 3. Schedule 1, deemed supply. Schedule 2, transactions to be treated either as supply of services or as supply of the goods. And schedule 3, negative list, right? Transaction neither to be treated as supply of goods nor to be treated as supply of services. And then after that, at the end of the chapter, you will be having a topic called composite and mixed supplies. Do you remember, sir? All these important topics are covered in supply under GST. Clear, everyone? So these you have to be prepared in the 21st of May 2022. Clear? Now, so 7 chapters, 12 hours. See, you can even sit for 14 hours or you can even sit for 16 hours a month. That's up to you. I've taken only the effective hours. Clear? Now on judgment day, that is on 22nd of May, on 22nd of May 2022. So you have to complete the remaining important chapters we have listed out. Like from income tax, we have listed out TDS and TCS also. TDS and TCS from income tax, and from GST we have listed out. I think we have no more listed out from GST and income tax also. So here from GST, if you want to prepare more, you can prepare the registration chapter, right? And from income tax, if you want to prepare more, you can go for set off and carry forward of losses, right, sir? But you will get a doubt here, sir. All are okay, but where is this? The very first question, that is compulsory question, problems on total income. Now for problems on total income, I suggest you, when you prepared all the heads of income, and when you prepared the chapter 6 reduction, set up and carry forward of losses, TDS and TCS, there is no need to separately prepare for problems on total income. Now, problems on total income is nothing but a consolidated problem. It will have the provisions from PGBP, it will have the provisions from capital gains, it will have the provisions from salaries, it will have the provisions from house property, then it will have some provisions of chapter 6 reductions. All this put together will frame as a single problem, and that is your problems on total income. So my suggestion is there is no need to separately allocate a time for problems on total income. And if you wish and if you want to do so, do one thing. So do only at 10 to 15 problems, or only at 10 problems from problems on total income. In my income tax material now, I have given problems on total income around 25 plus problems. Out of it, 25 plus problems now, do only 10 problems, select only 10 problems and do the 10 problems only. Now in the 10 problems, at the end of the 10th problem, you will come to know that there are some common adjustments repetitively comes in every problem. Some repetitive adjustments like depreciation adjustments. Yes or no? So my suggestion is, problems on total income, don't put it as a chapter and don't prepare it as a chapter. Focus on the remaining chapters, all the 5 heads of income, chapter 6 reduction, setup and carry forward, TDS and TCS. Enough. All this knowledge, you can do problems on total income. Are you following or not? Every one of you. Right? So like this, you have to plan your schedule on 20th May, 21st May, and 22nd May. Right? And if you still have time, sir, I've done everything and I still have time. I missed some chapters like income from house property, income from salaries. Go for one-time revision of these 2 chapters. Go for one-time revision of these 2 chapters. Income from salaries, income from house property. Coming to income from other sources, except to that gift tax provisions, nothing is important. Except to that gift tax provisions and latest amendments like dividend tax. Dividend tax. Enough, sir. Nothing is more important from that particular chapter. Right now. So if on 22nd May still you have find time, then do the income from salary and income from house property as well, right? And from GST, you can also do a chapter like returns under GST. Returns under GST. And mainly in the MCQs, you can see mainly from exemptions chapters, many MCQs were asked. My MCQs, GST MCQs recordings are recently completed. And I came to know that many of the MCQs are given from the chapter exemptions. Right, sir? Every one of you. Right? So plan like this on 22nd May 2022. So on 21st May, what you have to complete, ma? From income tax, PGBP, capital gains, chapter 6 reductions, from GST, 4 chapters. On 20th May, all the latest amendments and 2 latest RTPs, all the MCQs and case scenarios from income tax and GST. So like this, prepare your 22 hours effective hours, that is before your examination, and prepare effectively, right? And while you're writing the exam also, sir, let me share you some insights. Right, this is your December 2021 exam paper now, right? Sir, in income tax, you will be having 4 questions, out of which the very first question is compulsory, right? Section A consists of 4 questions. The number 1, first question is compulsory, and you have to write the 2 more questions from 2, 3, 4. Are you following, sir? In income tax, you have question number 1, which is compulsory, and that is obviously going to be a problems on total income. Then question number 2, question number 3, question number 4. Out of these 3 questions, you have to write any 2. You have to write any 2 questions. So either question 2 or question 3 or question 4, you can take choice. Okay, now, but my suggestion is, before you are going to select a particular question as choice in between 2, 3, 4, try to not to take a question which is having internal choice. Like question 4 generally having internal choice, Amma. Let me show you that. Yeah, this is your question number 4. Yes. In question number 4, you can see 4C. This is 4C, Amma. 4C. 4C having internal choice, Amma. 4C having internal choice. Are you following? Either you can write answer for this question or for this question. In between, you can find the word R. So that means when you're writing the answers, right? So question number 1 compulsory you have to write, and my suggestion is go for question number 4 also. So my suggestion is to take this choice from question number 2 and 3. Why not question number 4? Because question number 4 having internal choice. If you take the question number 4 as main choice, you will lose the benefit of internal choice. Are you following, sir? Every one of you. But some exceptional cases are question number 4. I don't know anything out of the 4 sub questions given. I don't know all the 4 sub questions. So I don't have left with any more options. So I need to take the question number 4 as choice. Yes, please go ahead. But if you know the answers for question number 2 and 3 perfectly, write 2 and 3 and take, sorry. If you know the answers for question number 4 perfectly, go for the question number 4. In between question number 2 and 3, take one question as choice. And same logic holds good even for GST also. In GST, now it starts from question number 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of which question number 5 is compulsory. Under GST, question number 5 is compulsory. You need to compulsorily write it, or else you will lose the marks directly. Out of the remaining 3 questions, you have to write any 2 questions, Amma. And obviously, the last question will have the internal choice. That is question number 8. Let me show you. GST now. Yeah. Look at the question number 8. This is question number 8. 8A. Then 8B, you have internal choice. Either you have to write this question or you have to write this. Okay, now you have internal choice. So that's why try to not to take question number 8 as main choice. Go for the main choice in between 6 and 7. Are you following it? Every one of you. Then write the answer for question number 8 and enjoy the benefit of internal choice. Clear? Everyone. So like this, you plan your 22 hours examination, revision plan, right? So I wish you a very all the best for your examinations here. Hope you are going to write these exams more efficiently and more effectively. Hope every one of you are going to get exemptions in our taxation paper. All the best. Okay, sir. And I want you to see you in again CA final only. Okay, sir. Bye. Sir.